the world. This is Zafar Abundancewala, and Andrea Mason is certified global motivational speaker and coach, the founder of Press, Plan Life According to You, LLC. She is dedicated to helping individuals transition from merely surviving to truly thriving. Having overcome immense personal challenges, Andrea has transformed her struggle into a mission to empower others in achieving her personal and professional goals. With over 2 decades of experience in social work and psychology, Andrea has built a strong foundation in personal development and transformation. She is a Les Brown certified speaker and coach with additional certifications in personal, organizational, small businesses, management, and entrepreneurship. Her expertise allows her to guide individuals and organizations towards excellence and empathy. Andrea actively shares her insights on personal accountability, life transformation, and success strategies through various platforms, including YouTube and Instagram. Andrea, over to you and your life journey, please.
Yes, welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Happy Eid and all best wishes to everyone around the globe. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I am truly honored to be here with Pakistan's Abundance Summit with Zafar, an amazing gentleman who puts his heart in front of all of his passions. He's pursuing progress and perseverance, and I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Okay, Andrea,
Yes.
plan life according to you.
Yes.
How about the name? How about this in inception and where this idea has come from into your head that you have just founded the limited liability company in the name and you are transforming the world all around. I mean, how this just a cosmic idea came into your head?
Yes, excellent question. So, as I was younger, as some of you may or may not know if you've been following me, I was abused and bullied outside my home as a child at every age and every stage. But we have to find solutions to the problem. We have to find an avenue to help us guide us through the pains, trials, and tribulations. So, as I loved playing games, I tapped into the universal language of love, where I play piano and write my own songs and also play by ear, as well as I was a former athlete of the athletic field of playing soccer. In Europe, they call it football, the sport where you can't use your hands, only your feet. And that made me so energetic, Zafar. It helped me really escape all the trials and tribulations I was going through and allowed me to look and learn how to not only communicate with people, but how to play as a team member, to handle wins and losses, as well as to really gather my own thoughts and learn where I came from and have a better understanding how to connect with individuals. Back to you.
This is amazing. I mean, coming under such stress and facing the challenges and coming back to life. Not only coming back to life, then leading and transforming your own life and then others. This is amazing journey. Though very difficult,
Thank
but
you.
since you've come across, this is amazing. This is admirable. Man,
Thank you.
the next question to you is: self-awareness is the first step on the path less traveled. How does understanding oneself lead to transformational change?
Yes, excellent question. They say to know a person is to really understand themselves. People say, well, why do I attract these people in my life, whether it's for the positive or whether it's for causing stress and chaos? And what we have to understand is we have to learn about ourselves. We have to understand who we are, what our message and mission is, and why we do what we do. Why are those key components and key questions so prominent? Because just like the law of attraction and of abundance, we attract what we give out. So if we are focused on negativity and toxicity and being a victim, we're going to attract those individuals who have those same traits. But if we are confident, self-aware, and have a good sense of who we are and where we're going and where we've been, then success is just the step ahead. Back to you.
Amazing. This is ice breaking. Okay, the next question is really it's absolutely about myself. I mean, this question is very close to my heart. Many people like myself feel stuck in their routine and fears. What are some practical strategies for breaking free and embarking self discovery?
Excellent question. We are creatures of comfort and creatures of habit. So our habitual rituals are just the mundane hamster wheel routine in life. But if we are stuck and we know we could be more and do more, and fear is the barrier between us, then just look at it as this. We have a certain amount of time here on this amazing earth, and how we want to live it is totally up to us. So some strategies that I think that can be able and beneficial to someone is to stop. Before we press play, let's press pause. Like, let's look at where we are, where we want to go, how we want to achieve it, and who we want to do it with. And if fear is the factor, then fear is just an illusion. That anything on the other side of fear is success, because it's challenging you that there's another level. So we're going to give you another test. So the best way right now, if you're starting out and you want to go over here and succeed and achieve these tasks, first ask your question, why? Then ask your question, with who and what's the reason? Finally, ask the how, because that will be the results after in the first two questions. You've got this. And remember, it's easy to do with just a clear mindset, because there's enough for everyone. As Zafar says, abundance is unlimited. So it's possible because you're possible. Back to you.
Amazing. The abundance. Thanks for referring my abundance to. I mean, it's everybody. So they're yours too.
Yes.
And since you're holding summit in Pakistan Abundance Summit, and we are hugely in debt to you. Thank you so much. I mean, for
Yes.
uncovering such an amazing story. And the
Yes.
next question is, it's like it's atom bomb of sadness, and
Mhm.
we people keep ourselves in our life, and we keep sad ourselves just because we don't
Mhm.
forgive others. So this is about
Right.
forgiveness, and then again self-awareness, the connection.
Mhm.
What role does forgiveness play in self-awareness and personal growth? How can individual begin this process?
Excellent question. Forgiveness is not easy, my friends. It's a jagged pill to swallow, because we have that pain and suffering from someone who has done us wrong. But what we need to do is we need to take a step back and, as opposed to reflect that energy of negativity, sadness, and pain. Pain is no longer going to be your paralysis. Allow yourself to recognize when the incident occurred. What mindset was you and the other individual in? And three, is it really worth your time, your health, your number one asset, to really carry out that grudge or sadness of the forgiveness? Now, I'm not telling you to forget, but as the late, great Lewis B. Smead says, to forgive someone is to set a prisoner free, only to realize the prisoner is you. Paraphrased, of course. Have any of you, by show of hands or comments, would put a number one in the chat? Are you still overcoming a heartache, a sadness, a loss, a disagreement, or an incident that has occurred? It's okay. The step in order to forgive is to feel. In order to heal, we must feel. Allow those emotions to healthily be released. Anger, sadness, depression, anxiety, frustration. But realize, if we face our past will no longer chase us. So the key component in forgiveness is forgiving yourself. Because 9 times out of 10, the other individual and incidences that have occurred, that's already in your past and they've moved on. It's time you, for my friend, to have self-awareness, to heal yourself, to be the best version of yourself for tomorrow. Back to you.
Self, how many such jewels from your for wisdom. The next question is press play.
Thank you.
PLAY. Play is about taking control of your life. Can you share a personal or client's success story where this mindset led to a breakthrough?
Yes, I am truly excited and happy. I have someone I'm working on their journey with, which I call journey walkers in my career. And they had this small perspective about what they're capable of because of their religion, their culture, their upbringing, and their environment. So we took the path less traveled of the life transformational journey called Play, Plan Life According to You. We were able to realize that what one's perception of others may not be what the public eye sees. And in order for us to take control of one's life, we must be bold enough and brave enough to understand where we stand in the world. Number one, how we see ourselves in the mirror, head to toe, without critique, but with pride and conviction. Number two, to realize that not everybody is going to join us on this path, and that's okay. We may not be for everybody, but we definitely can be for someone. And number three, what this individual was able to do was to see their abundant potential within that they haven't discovered before. My mentor and coach and kindred spirit, Les Brown, says other people's opinions of you does not have to become your reality. I'll say it again. Other people's opinions of you does not have to become your reality. Les Brown. So I took it into account and I changed my channel, raised my frequency, and was able to empower and enlighten that individual to see the light within. Back to you.
Amazing. I mean, let's salute to you and your alumni, Les Brown, for such a beautiful thinking and coaching people from darkness to light. The next question is fear often holds people back from making bold life choices. What advice do you have for those afraid to step into unknown?
Excellent question, Zafar. Think about it. Think about your life up until this moment right now. What was something that you feared that you've overcome? Whether it be speaking on stage, when the world changed, speaking on camera, being a parent for the first time, going into school for the first time, getting that career. It's all about mindset, ladies and gentlemen. Fear is just an illusion. And if it controls you, then it limits you of taking risks and having regrets. So change that fear and turn it around and make sure that you turn fear into facing fear. So on the other side, you can have great success. Back to you.
Thank you so much. It's a fantastic explanation on overcoming the fear. In today's fast-paced world, how can individual prioritize self-reflection and personal development amid daily responsibilities?
Excellent question. This all goes back to what we talked about mindset and having abundance. We look at the world that there's so scarcity and limited time, limited assets, and limited availability for you to grow. And what we must do in today's fast-paced world is look at ourselves and understand that we are part of our belief system. We are a piece of the master and we are a masterpiece. And a daily actionary step that could take only a few moments is gratitude attitude. Be grateful for everything that you have. Be grateful for the people you are surrounded by. And be grateful and believe and have faith that everything is working for you and not to you. This fast-paced world is so fast. If we have about 3 to 5 minutes to scroll on our phone, we have 3 to 5 minutes to be in center and at peace and acknowledge all the great things that we have. Energy flows where focus goes. Back to you.
Energy flows where focus goes. I mean, this is
Yes.
amazing secret.
Yes.
Truth you told. What are the most common challenges people face when starting their self discovery journey, and how can they overcome them?
Yes, the fear of doubt, the fear of failure, and the fear of success. Usually it's in that order. Fear of doubt that we are going to get judged, that we may not have the ability or knowledge to achieve a great task or a small task in the common world today. Fear of failure, that we're not going to get it right the first time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when we are born and infants, we don't know how to crawl on the first time. Our family and caregivers assist us. And then fear of success. What if I make it and I don't have the ability or mindset to obtain it? These are all false limiting beliefs. And these, depending where you are and who you are usually echoing those naysayers and non believers in your life. So I say to you, put your hand over your heart, take in 3 deep breaths. And because you have a heartbeat, you have the ability to overcome these fears. All it takes is faith and the first step. And don't worry about it. If you don't take that first step, I will let you know you will live with regret. Regret, toxicity, and negativity is not the mindset you want to lead. So be brave enough, be bold enough, and take that first step and believe in yourself as I believe in you. Back to you.
Amazing. I mean, it gets everybody to take initiatives, overcoming their fears and limiting
Yes.
beliefs, and well, stepping into the abundant life. That's amazing. Your message has reached global audience. What impact do you want to leave on those who embrace the press play philosophy and choose faith over fear?
Yes, I like to say I am the masteress of failure. I failed at everything in life, ladies and gentlemen. But if I didn't fail, if I didn't continue to always show up and never give up, I wouldn't be here. It's important that we look at where we've been to know where we're going, but be grateful for the present, for that is your gift every single day. It is important that you follow your heart and live through your heart because that's where you're most authentic and act with integrity. And your message is in the actions that you do. Words may be powerful and impactful, but without principles and application, they're really just words. They have no value. So live with value, live with confidence, and live with belief, and follow your heart, where that is going to be the path less traveled of the greatest success you will portray. Back to you.
Thank you so much. For those ready to take the first step, what immediate action can they take today to begin their transformational journey?
Yes, this is an amazing question, and I want everyone to repeat it and put it in the chat when you are feeling ready, because I want to take your hand and lift you up and enlighten you. In the times of doubt, in the times that they're ready to take that first step, say these words: I am, and follow it with your name, because that is putting the fingerprint and mark that you are authentic, you are unique, and you're ready to act with integrity. You can say, I am brave, I am bold afterwards, but declare your identity and authenticity today and say, I am, follow it up with your name. So I'll give you an example. I am Andrea Mason. And being Andrea Mason, I am bold, brave, and am ready to plan my life according to me. Back to you.
Thank you so much. I mean, such insightful journey and taking people from darkness to light, and those who are just broken down and they've given up their hopes, and you're just taking them from that darkness to the light. And this is amazing journey that you are playing such important role in people's life. not only you're just pulling them out of the fears into or from the limiting belief into the journey of discovering themselves, but also taking them transforming their life into success. Okay, then
Yes.
I'd like to have your say on Pakistan Abundance Summit.
Yes, the Pakistan as Abundance Summit is an initiative to work with individuals and AI to really get a better sense and grasp of who you are intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. It is a platform where you are able to elevate your knowledge and really customize it to whom you really are. In today's day and age, we have so much technology, so much information, so much knowledge and resources, as well as a virtual platform to connect with others. But it really dives into taking that narrow, focused pathway to help you educate and become successful through technology and networking. And it's just amazing opportunity by Pakistan's Abundance Summit with Zafar, Avalwala and Abundance Awala and Moonshot. And I'm really, really honored about this amazing event. Back to you.
Thank you, Andrea. The amazing insight on and guideline towards the Pakistan Abundance Summit, actualizing it. And how about the US part of the world, your part of the world, that I'm networking like as already engaged with you, and you're also kind enough to play your part as co-hosting the show in and how about, I mean, would you like to guide me to network with more people in your part of the world and in UK? And we've got a lot of Pakistanis all over the world too. So how would you advise me, on networking skills, and how do I network them and leverage uh, their institution, those individuals to making this summit success?
Yes, the key in networking is being yourself. I'm all about authenticity and integrity. It's taking that first step, it's taking that initiative to send an email, to connect with someone online, or to go into a virtual connection and really understand one another's. Everybody has this fear of connecting and networking, whether they see themselves on a high level or lower level, that their self worth may be compromised. Ladies and gentlemen, if we remind ourselves that we are part of humanity and part of this amazing movement to really live in abundance, we are made and created to have a symbiotic relationship where one's areas of improvement is another's strengths. So connect with someone today. Reach out to them, whether it be email, social media platform, text message, or connecting them and inviting them to a virtual connection. This is the first step in success to really learn who you are and who is around you with like minded individuals to really elevate and empower one another. Back to you.
Thank you so very much, Andrea. You've been always big heart and big mind, and always guiding and taking people from failure to success. I really can't thank you enough for your time.